Corrective phase. The corrective phase is a second group of the patterns we need to learn in our quest to build a perfect trading strategy. An easy way to remember the corrective phase would be to think of these patterns just as the three-wave move against the trend. Now, if we take a look at the Elliot wave cycles, we are now over here in the corrective phase. We already know all four patterns from the motive phase. Now we need to find and learn all the patterns that can appear in the corrective phase so we can easier identify when you are going to see the continuation of the larger trend. In this group, we have slightly more patterns to learn, but to make things simple, we are going to separate all of them into two groups only. To separate the corrective phase from the motive phase, we are going to use the letters A, B, and C to label these patterns. From the three waves that we have, waves A and C are going to move in the same direction, and that's usually going to be against the larger trend. And wave B is going to be the correction in the middle. We are going to separate all the patterns into two groups: simple correction and complex corrections. Simple corrections have 8 patterns, so to make it easier, we are going to separate them into smaller subgroups: zigzag, flat, and triangle. Complex corrections have 2 patterns only: double tree and the triple tree. The main difference in the corrective patterns would be the number of subwaves in waves A, B, and C. For every pattern, you'll get an exact number of subwaves you need to find, and I strongly suggest you try to memorize them as soon as possible.